Welcome to Loving Soul Tarot. My name is Selma and I am your reader. So you might wonder, today I look a little bit destroyed, my eyes. This is because I was crying before, but not for sad reasons. The reason is that I was doing a family constellation. I have been talking about family constellations quick before in other videos, and I am also a practitioner. And so I was doing a family constellation for somebody right before I wanted to record this video. And when you, I don't know if you know about family constellations, they're tuned into energy fields of other persons in order to feel what they feel, to speak what they have to say. And this was a very emotional person, and I had to cry a lot. Because of that, I look like I do. Then I said to somebody, oh no, I think I can't do the video the way I look, but I plan to do it because I have time now. And then this person said to me, do it anyway. And you might want to say why you look like that. Yeah, and that's what I did now, because it is the way it is. Stimmt's, Johanna? Okay. Today's message is coming from unicorns, and I have been tuning in, and the picture that I got was unicorns, not like the collective, the complete collective of unicorns, but it feels like a special kind of unicorns. I don't know how to describe it better. Like being in the sky above Earth, and then there were like stars falling down onto Earth. And what this means is that they are coming to talk about cosmic energies that are coming onto the planet. And they are talking about connecting to people of a certain spiritual consciousness. This has to do with the energies coming down that they showed me as stars. There's an analogy. Imagine you want to grow certain plants. Some plants, you take the seeds, you put them on the ground, and you leave them up on the ground, and then they sprout. And there are others that you have to put a little bit deeper into the ground so that they can sprout. And so it is with these energies. Some cosmic energies come down and they just arrive here, and then there are others that have to be planted a little bit deeper, like the seeds. And what is important to get them planted deeper is the connection to these people that are open to it and that carry a certain spiritual consciousness inside of them. Why? If they have a certain spiritual consciousness, a certain level that they have reached already, then they are able to hold a certain frequency. You might want to call it to hold more light in the energy field. And this light and this frequency is then needed to bring these cosmic energies down onto Earth and to anchor them. And so this is again a video about connection, like my last video about the dwarfs that really want to connect. You're welcome to watch it. Yeah, and this is really this connection again. So this is the first message. And then I have some items of my Shell Oracle, and this is the first one. And with this sea snail, they are talking about the people that are needed. Those spiritual, conscious people I was talking about before. They have to stand in their spiritual power. So they have to really be able to observe themselves and be aware of their level of what's going on, for example, in their head, what might disturb their frequency. So, for example, and this is something I know myself, when you are in a place where nobody knows what you are talking about, this is me, then you can easily get distracted by these energies, these other energies that you of course receive and perceive, but they are not yours. But you then are so distracted by those that maybe your awareness in this moment might go a little bit into the background. But we want to really train this awareness, this being aware all the time and being conscious all the time and really hold this frequency all the time. And for this we have to, and this is what I mean with stand in our spiritual power, and then also bring the frequency of this power into the space where you are, no matter if somebody knows what you're talking about or not. Be confident and just look what I'm doing now. I even sit more straight when I'm saying this. So this message is for me. So this message is for me too. Yeah, okay. So we need this spiritual consciousness. Stand in your spiritual power. What to do then was my next question. And I got this one. It's a piece of a shell. It's really soft. The water washed it out. And yeah, we with this we should say yes to being washed out from the waters of transformation. We should be willing to transform all the time, to spiral up with our energy all the time because of holding the frequency. And we might be already very conscious, spiritual conscious beings. And if you are drawn to this video, then I know that you are, and you also know it. And at the same time, be aware anyway and be willing to transform again and again and again, and to really transform for the higher good. The willingness to transform, and we all know that transformation can hurt. Yeah, we all know it. But I think we already agreed what not to do. Here inside you can put a precious picture or something, and then you can close it and wear it. Don't hold this precious knowledge and these precious energies back. There was a time where it was okay, or it was the plan to still hold it back, because some things had to evolve, some things had to grow inside, and maybe it was not the right timing, but now is the right timing. What was in earlier times not to be revealed yet is now to be communicated. So whether you communicate it through your vibe, through your presence, through your confidence, or you communicate it with words. And I feel like this presence and the holding of the frequency is very good already, but it's possible to make it even better by communicating. And now you have to be of course, you have to look, how can I communicate to other peoples? Where can I catch them? Where is the point they are at the moment? This is the point, and how can I find words to communicate so that they can understand? Really tune into their vibe, and then communicate in a way that they can understand. Because through making them understand, you open them up, and there's like opening a portal, and through this portal there then can come more and more. But there has to be one point, one starting point, to really where you start opening this consciousness, where you can plant a seed of consciousness. Again, the analogy of the planting of the seeds. And yeah, what might be that you do not longer act like expectations of other people want you to act. You might have the fear of being judged, and in fact, people might judge you. But this is not behaving like that and being caught in this cage of moving only in this field of where am I not judged, or where do I fulfill expectations of others, is not serving anymore. And you might have still an attachment to act like that you might be not aware of. So might be an idea to look at that. I also wanted to have a rune, and as you might know, I have 2 heartstones in my rune bag, and one came out because I was asking for the energy that supports us in doing what I was talking before. And here is the heart space. And so I come back to the beginning where I said, stand in your spiritual power. Because where is this spiritual power rooted? It is, of course, rooted in our heart space. Tune into your heart space. And I was also asking for a crystal that helps us in doing so, and look what came out: the communication, chalcedon, the communication stone. And with that, I also get a picture of trauma stored in the throat chakras. So there might be trauma still in your throat chakra, the fear of speaking out your truth, your authentic truth. And I get a very nice energy work, a little energy work for that. So to train speaking your truth. You want to tune into your heart space. If you like, you can join this. We make it quick. And then breathe through your heart space. Breathe in through your heart space, and also breathe out through your heart space. If you don't know how to do this, visualize it. You're doing it already. Breathing in, breathing out. And you might notice the energy that is circulating in this heart space. If you like, you can also visualize it to get it better. And what we are doing now is we are breathing in. With breathing in, we are pulling this energy of our heart space up into our throat chakra, where it circulates while we are breathing out. And with breathing out, we release old structures that are now ready to go at this moment now. And at the same time, it connects us to the frequency of our heart that wants to be coming and wants to be spoken out of the throat through our words. So let's do it. Breathe in, and then you can visualize how this circulates, the energy of your heart circulates in your throat chakra. You might want to hum There's also a tone that is produced by your heart. It's your heart tone, and you might want to try it out. Breathe it in, and then you might want to hum this tone. For example, okay, connect. Oh, I'm feeling now, the energies. Okay, this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for connecting, for practicing, and wishing you all the best, and see you in the next video. Bye.